Who is St. Patrick? Most of St. Patrick's life is a mystery. What is known of St. Patrick himself comes from two pieces of work written by him in Ireland: a letter to Crephusius and the Confessio. St. Patrick was not Irish by birth, he was from 5th century Roman Britain. It is not known where exactly he lived, but it is believed to be in modern-day Wales. His father and grandfather were both Christian. Patrick was a third generation of Christian. His family were wealthy and kept slaves to maintain the land. At the age of 16, Patrick was taken by raiders to Ireland, along with a lot of others. During his time in captivity, St. Patrick was a shepherd and came close to starvation. He took comfort in his religion, crediting that for his survival. He writes of being told by God to leave Ireland and return home. God telling him where the ship would be on which he managed to escape, after 6 years as a slave. When St. Patrick returned to his family, he writes he was then told, in a dream, by God, to go back to Ireland to convert them from paganism to Christianity. He did not go straight away and took 15 years learning before returning. Patrick used his knowledge of Irish culture and traditions to help convert them to Christianity, adopting the pagan way of life. The mysticism and folklore of paganism would embellish the story of St. Patrick, and it is these mythical stories he is best known for today. St. Patrick's writings and his confessions talk of his missionary success converting the Irish pagans to Christianity. He wrote it after he retired and died on the March 17th in Saul, County Down, and it is argued he is buried in Downpatrick. Neither of the two of St. Patrick's works mention snakes or shamrocks. In fact, these symbols were first attributed to him at least 600 years after he had died. There have been no snakes native to Ireland since the last ice age, when it became too cold for them to survive. The isolated geography of Ireland made it impossible for snakes to return. Irish tradition, however, would credit St. Patrick with ridding Ireland of snakes. In Croagh Patrick, Mayo, there is Reek Mountain. Tradition says St. Patrick fasted there for 40 days and 40 nights, banishing all the snakes and demons into the lake below, Demon's Hollow, Lough Na and Deanhin. The shamrock is a common symbol of Ireland, the 3 leaves representing love, hope and faith. The 4th leaf adds luck, but then it is no longer a shamrock. It is said St. Patrick used the 3 leaves as a way to teach people the Holy Trinity, as they were already familiar with the symbolism. Irish Druids had used shamrocks as a way of detecting evil spirits, and children carried 4-leaf clovers to try and see fairies. The first image of St. Patrick with a shamrock was 1200 years after the saint died. During that time, the political situation with the British had grown increasingly tense, and the Irish had been described by Brits as so wild and feral they ate the clovers straight from the ground. St. Patrick's works do mention his miracles of raising people from the dead. This may be a spiritual reference to conversions, offering people the afterlife of Christianity. Myths also include his walking stick growing into an ash tree as he preached for so long. That place became known as Aspatria, meaning ash of St. Patrick. In Ireland, they had celebrated St. Patrick's Day for over 1,000 years, attending Mass, before America changed it from a religious festival into an Irish festival. Famines in Ireland began in the 16th century, and America offered an opportunity that millions of Irish seized by the 18th century as they emigrated over on steam-powered boats. The Irish settlers used the day as a chance to celebrate all Irish culture and show political force as a group to power. The first parade took place in the U.S. in 1766 when homesick Irish soldiers marched through New York. The population of Irish descendants in America is large. 40% of American presidents have had Irish heritage. The parades have grown and are some of the largest in the world. Millions globally now celebrate the day. Each year, Ireland gives the U.S. living shamrocks as a token of their relationship. Cities show their Irish heritage in many ways. Chicago has dyed its river green since 1962. Green had been a color representing the Irish rebellion to the English throne since the 17th century, reflecting the Emerald Isle, but green was not the first color attributed to St. Patrick. In the 18th century, during those famines, George III attributed an Order of Knights of St. Patrick with a sky blue. Knights ordered to protect Ireland for the English. Green had been a color representing the Irish rebellion since the 17th century, reflecting the Emerald Isle, and as soon as Ireland gained its independence, they made green the official color for the saint. Irish mythology claims wearing green also makes you invisible to leprechauns and prevents the wearer from being pinched. Leprechauns themselves were originally portrayed as being in red and changed to green to fit the St. Patrick tradition, and leprechauns brought into the feast day as it became a celebration of Irishness and not the holy saint himself. Leprechauns are mischievous creatures from Irish folklore and earn their gold by making shoes. If you catch a leprechaun, you get their gold, or alternatively you can find the gold at the bottom of a rainbow. Simply spotting a leprechaun is seen as a sign of good luck. Happy St. Patrick's Day.